Hello everyone. In this presentation I am going to go over how to use our software to trade the signals on the Nadex platform. Okay, so with the defaults that are set with your software when you install it, the candles out number is set to 24. So we're looking for something that has up to a day expiration. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be 24 hours. Okay, because like I explained in one of my earlier videos there, we have this feature set to true here, and we're basing it on 20 pips. Okay, so you don't have to do that, but we do suggest with these trades for Nadex setting a take profit. Okay, so entering that trade, setting it for roughly 20 pips. It's great for spreads. We highly recommend this for spreads. And if you prefer the binaries, that's absolutely fine too. Okay, just remember with binaries, if you don't, well, binaries and spreads technically, but especially with binaries, if you have this set to true, it doesn't mean that it actually ended, okay, ended that 24 hours, you know, above or below the strike price, whether it's a buy or a sell. Okay, this isn't, if you use this feature, it's not meant for expiration. Okay, it's meant for you took profit early. Okay, and you can change those, those inputs to whatever you feel is best for your trading needs. So if we look, let's just say this one right here. This was a win for all three, OTM, ATM, and ITM. If you took this trade, you would have entered at market price. Okay. You would have looked for whether you, if you're trading all three of these, for every signal that's issued, you would have looked for an OTM, which is 20 or less risk, to make 80, roughly 80. ATM is roughly 50-50, and ITM is roughly 80-20. Okay, so, or 70-30 even, but that's what you'd be looking for. You would have received the signal, and you would have gone long. Okay, you would have bought that. Now you would have, if you prefer, okay, if you want to take profit early, that would have happened. You wouldn't even have had this trade go against you at any point. Okay. When we look at the end of the duration, so let's say you waited until the very end, even though this started coming back down, let's say you didn't use a take profit, you just want it to be until expiration, okay, then you still, see it came down here and then it went right back up, so it still would have expired in the money for all three, okay. Now, if we look at this next one, for example, it did go in your favor. It did reach a couple take profits. Okay, so if you were, let's say you did an ATM and an ITM, or let's say you just did a spread, you would have reached that 20 pip take profit. Okay, but then it kind of goes against you. And if you look here, we ended the duration, that 24 hours, right here. So the, excuse me, ITM would have expired in the money, but the ATM and OTM would not have. Okay, that's if you had a duration, that was beyond that, or let's say you had a duration that wasn't. Let's say it was, in here. Okay, or let's say it was over here that it expired. So you got in the trade late. Okay, then it would have expired in the money. So this is something you want to demo to see what fits your best needs. Okay, but we have found that that take profit early feature is the way to go with it. Same example here, okay? If you look at this, the price went in our favor, You could have taken profit, and then it all of a sudden went down and completely went against you. Nothing would have expired in the money, but if you had that first take profit, that first 20 pip take profit, then it would have, okay? You would have reached that take profit before this big drop. Okay, so that's one reason we suggest it, because sometimes it goes in our favor and then heads against us. Here, we had a short. Okay, started to go against us, went back down. You could have taken profit around this point, and then the end of the duration of it, all of them expired in the money. Okay, so that's why we say demo, and make sure that you're using the method that you want to use. Okay, that's going to favor you the most. Or your trading style, or maybe you only trade a certain time of day. Okay, some of these signals might work, better in specific scenarios. Okay, right here, they all would have lost. Okay, I mean, you had a period of time where you could have gotten out of it for so many hours, but with a very, very minimal loss, but then it just went against us for the rest of the duration. This one right here, I think I already said that one. Yeah, you had a chance to take profit on it, but it did not expire in the money. Here, same thing. You had multiple chances to take profit, and then it went against us. Here, all of them expired in the money. Okay, a little bit of resistance there, and then bam, went in our favor. Okay, so that is how our members like to trade these signals on the Nadex platform. So you guys have a good one, and I will talk to you later.